Hey, what's up, everybody? Tuning in to our FT podcast. Basically, we're just going to be promoting all the good vibes in between, promoting the anime and video game topics for you guys over here. So, hopefully, if you guys find this amusing, and hopefully, it will entertain you with our pretty much all our what we're going to be talking about, let's start off with the show. So, to kick it off, for those of you guys, basically in a nutshell, though, all the things that we're going to be mentioning, we might provide a little bit of a spoiler. So at the very least, if you don't want to become a little bit spoiled in between, so just tune in later on down the road towards our podcast later down, and then hopefully just avoid it. Don't worry about it. It's going to be go up on YouTube later down the road anyways. So to kick it off our show over here, as your host, I want to introduce myself. I go by the name Kazo. I love watching anime, and the fact that lately I've been playing more video games anyways, though. So when I'm not going for headshots in between of or at least shooting some terrorists out there with the rest of the Rainbow Six crew out there, you can find me investing in the turnip markets in Animal Crossing. So yo,
yeah.
yo, let me know how much is your island buying. Yo, give me a DM, give me a shout out. Yo, we'll talk soon. My people will talk to your people.
And his business card.
Straight up, man. And to the right of me, we have Ray Ichi. He is one half of Ichi Gaming, and he is a monster at notable fighting games such as Dragon Ball FighterZ. And I understand you've been MIA during your move in between to your new place, but I hope you've been catching up with some new anime and with some extra combos, a little spicy combos in Dragon Ball FighterZ. In the meantime, greet the viewers out there. Say what's up.
What's up, everyone? Reichi here, just chilling out, ready to go talk some gaming and some anime. Let's go.
Gaming and anime, let's go.
Let's go. And next to Reichi, we have Calgary's own People's Champ, Pro MTG player, Offbeat Hero. Let's go. He loves to watch anime. He's playing other games, such as Assassin's Creed Black Flag and Grim Dawn. So greet the viewers out there.
Yeah, I've been playing a little bit of Grim Dawn with some friends. I have a weekly meetup where we play Grim Dawn. I mean, it's a Diablo game. But it's cool. You run around, you make a lot of particles, things blow up. You play a spreadsheet game where you compare numbers on. It's got all that dealio. But glad to be back as usual for the weekly podcast. I think we have some pretty good topics today. I think.
Nice. And basically at this point, though, we have two special guests this evening, though, for you guys. Though, first off,
the double feature.
Yes, yeah. Let's go. We have SeaWorld Productions' very own Kayaling. She thrives on anime convention scene, cosplaying characters such as Noctis from Final Fantasy 15, Sasuke from Naruto, and even Riku from Kingdom Hearts. She loves to watch anime such as Fruit Baskets and Vampire Knight, and for video games alone, she enjoys Final Fantasy 15 and for the Kingdom Hearts and also the Kingdom Hearts game series, particularly Kingdom Hearts 358 2 days. Please say hi, viewers. Let's go.
Hey, what's up? I'm Shar Kea. It's good to be here. It's an honor. That's about it.
Just like that. Crisp
like
and
that.
simple and clean. That's it. And last but not
You're
least,
making me feel tonight.
yeah, right. Shoot, my bad. And last but not least, our very own special guest, Jurassic Clark. He loves to watch anime such as Castlevania. He's an avid gamer and is part of my Rainbow Six squad. Yo, Kavero.
Absolutely.
Yo, talk to them. And not only when he's not interrogating hostiles, you might see him playing his favorite game entitled Titanfall 2 or Apex Legends. Let's go. Talk to us.
I love them both. They're both great games. It's lots of fun. I'm Jurassic Clark everywhere. That's all I got.
Clark, I know you're into such fine anime and fine games. Let me tell you, Titanfall 2, mwah. Castlevania,
Chef's kiss.
mwah.
Chef's kiss. Mwah.
Actually, so good.
You have fine taste in beautiful anime, and you are a scholar and a gentleman.
Ooh.
Wow, high praise.
Let's
Yes.
go.
Just still looking at my anime list then.
All right, and to kick it off, we have our very own Alfie here as our moderator for this evening. So take it away. Let's go. Let's keep it rolling. And
All
thank
right,
you.
let's get right into it. Our first topic just dropped, I believe, a week or two ago. But the trailer for a new anime coming out, an IP that some of you may be familiar with. It's Star Wars Visions, right? Visions.
Oh yeah.
Star Wars
Star Wars
Visions.
Visions. I don't know if it's plural, but for those of you out of the loop out there, we don't know a lot, but we do know this. It is going to be a Netflix? No.
Disney Plus.
It's a Disney Plus.
Disney Plus, of
Disney
course.
Plus, yeah.
Of course, it's not Netflix. What am I smoking over here? Holy. Yes, Disney Plus series centered around the Star Wars universe. However, it is going to be a miniseries of, I believe, 8 episodes.
I think it's 7. But
7.
Yeah,
7 or 8, just a couple of episodes. Where they will all be self-contained Star Wars-based storylines with no relation to one another, but they're all done by unique Japanese animation studios that we all know and love, and it looks fucking sick as hell. So I'm gonna pass off to Clark here. I mean, the man is hyped.
I am too hyped for this. I saw this trailer last week, and I messaged Gerard because I literally wanted to come on the podcast and talk about this.
Take me in, coach.
Yeah, tag me in, coach. Yeah. But my girlfriend and I, we watched the trailer, and we were both just popping off the entire time, just trying to recognize who is going to actually be doing all of these episodes going in, and we did a little bit of research. And when you've got a lineup between Production IG, Science Saru, Kinema Citrus, Studio Colorido, Kamikaze Doga, and then Trigger, you're looking at an insane lineup for content right there. I mean, you saw a lot of Trigger get featured in the teaser trailer, but just to kind of go back and give you guys some reference, these are the guys that did Evangelion, Ghost in the Shell, Devilman Crybaby, Black Bullet, Codebreaker, the Pokemon Twilight Wings series, Kamikaze, obviously they did JoJo's and Batman Ninja, and then Trigger is the most recent thing they did was Promare, and they also did stuff like Kill la Kill. Very notable art styles. You can recognize them pretty much anywhere that you look it up. And just kind of seeing the fact that Disney was going to take that step to buy this content from all of these different artists is going to be a really cool step in the direction for Star Wars that we just haven't actually set foot in before, where you kind of get that idea of you get that concept of between that American storytelling that you see in a lot of American anime companies and stuff like that, but you kind of get to bring that back in with the skill levels of all of these fantastic Japanese studios. So when you go when you're watching the trailer and you see an umbrella lightsaber come up and just start fanning away lightsaber blades, or when you're watching the General Grievous style, the 4 prongs come out, but instead you've got 6 now, and it's just on a regular person's body. You're like, how is this all happening? But then you get all these beautiful stills that you see sometimes in cinema, and I can't wait to see what the table is going to look like by September 22nd, because that trailer sold me. That's all I got to say on that. I can pass it off to anybody else that wants to touch on it.
I mean, yeah, it's. I was super hyped. I am a huge Trigger fan, and their animation style is unmistakable. So immediately before I even knew what Visions was, I got the link from Bad Rice or somebody. They're like, yo, check this out. I'm like, some new Star Wars shit, dude. I'm off Star Wars. I don't care about Star Wars anymore. But and so I started watching it, and I'm like, this is pretty cool. And then bam, Trigger animation. I was like, holy shit. That is Gurren Lagann, that is Promare, that is Kill la Kill. It's in there. Damn, dude. Whew. So I am, I'm a big Trigger fanboy, so that's what I'm most hyped for.
Absolutely.
I have, however, seen the Devilman Crybaby remake. And yeah, the animation even there is just so good.
Like everything just looks so good in motion.
It does. Yeah, it just like it's so fluid, and I mean, with each one having a kind of like its own style, really does make each one kind of its own special take on it. I mean, like we got the GIF up there a second ago where it's like black and white in like feudal Japan where there's still lightsabers, but the lightsabers are in color, like
breathtaking.
Oh, just because I don't give a shit about Star Wars. I watched all the newer movies. Didn't really do it for me. So I'm like, whatever. I'm kind of off Star Wars. But
nice.
This, I'm more into this, not because of the Star Wars IP, but more because of the studios backing it. Because I mean, for what it looks like, it's based in like the Star Wars universe. But I think they're giving these studios a lot of like creative liberty to just like do whatever they want. I mean, right? Like Clark mentioned, there's like the clip in the trailer of like fucking 6 arms and there's like lightsaber tentacles. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't even care. I don't even care what's going on. It's just that cool that I'm just into it immediately.
Dang.
Kaza, what do you think?
I can definitely, yes.
Oh.
Go ahead. Go
I was
go
gonna
ahead.
say.
Okay.
Oh, okay, go. I definitely like the animation style. I could definitely, like what previously mentioned, like the Promare animation. I definitely instantly thought about that when I saw the trailer. Art style is sick. That's all. You guys like totally.
We're preaching to the choir
explained it
here.
further down.
Oh man.
Yeah. Basically. That's all I gotta say on that.
Oh, fair. For the animation itself, first off, when I first watched it, I was like, oh shit, I thought it was gonna be some sort of like a fan-made anime or a fan-made like a cartoon to itself. But then I saw the Disney Plus logo. I'm like, oh, okay, I could see something crazy coming up in a bit. Second off, it definitely gives me that sort of Animatrix vibe, if you remember that one, where it was like Animatrix had that sort of like cartoon-esque episodic episodes in between, promoting their anime in the whole Matrix universe. So with this one though, there was actually a fine light into the fact that, like, you know what, they need some sort of like animation-esque to promote at least to all the anime fans out there. So I'm hoping that this one would do justice. I showed it to my girlfriend, and she was kind of like indifferent with it, unfortunately. But at the same time, she's definitely interested to see what's going on later on and how this at least episodic anime would come to light to all the people. September 22nd, right? If you mentioned.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Wow, it's so soon.
It's very soon. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, shout outs to all the Disney Plus subscribers out there. At least they got something a little bit extra aside from the usual stuff that we always get, from the Marvel stuff. Now it's a little bit more to favor to the Star Wars crowd.
There's
out
some
there.
flavor in there.
There is, man. A little
Sustenance.
little extra, a little MSG. Something good somewhere in there.
A little bit of MSG in there. Hell yeah.
Get that umami kick going.
Ooh. But Ray, what you got, man? What do you think?
Well, Offbeat Heroes was talking, and for me, I'm actually a production IG fan, so like Ghost in the Shell standalone complex always been like one of like my best ones that I've always loved to watch. So I'm actually super excited to go and see this. One of the things that I'm actually really surprised at is that Disney is actually trying to jump into the whole anime scene, right?
Mhm.
Like if you think about it, like they've taken like a lot of like anime IP and like like was Astro Boy was Disney? I don't remember, but they made like a whole bunch of like they tried to like Americanize a lot of like the anime, but the fact that they're actually jumping, let's take an American IP and turn it to anime was actually really interesting to me. And the fact that they went and like what Kazo said, like put it into the whole like Animatrix thing, and then like just have a whole bunch of studios like create their own stuff. Like it's amazing to go and see. One other thing that I'm the same with Offbeat Hero. Like after seeing the Star Wars franchise and like ending. I'm like, well, first of all, I'm like, I'm already tired of like the Skywalkers. Like they've been 9 movies. Come on, man. Like,
Yeah.
they
They had enough.
someday. But the one thing that I still wondered is like, well, if the Skywalkers are dead, it's like, does that mean we don't get any more lightsabers? So the fact that like this comes out with like so much more lightsabers, I'm all like, yo, I'm down for some sword fights, like anime sword fights. Like this is it, yo. This is it. So I can't wait.
I'm also just like stoked for like the format that it's in. I'm not sure if anyone has seen Love, Death, and Robots, I believe it's called.
Oh yeah,
no.
Yeah.
I know exactly Netflix series. They just had a second season come out. Similar style to this, where it's a series of like episodes with a like overarching theme, but no connecting story. Each done by like a different team.
Oh, it's like every single one's a pilot project, essentially.
Yeah,
and it
and it's just perfect because like you don't have to get like invested in anything. You don't really have to know what the fuck's going on, right? Like it feels like that these the scenes that we've seen in Star Wars Visions, you don't have to know like the overarching Star Wars plot. Right, you gotta know the fucking Death Star, or, like Darth Vader,
right on
the rebels, all this weird political conflicting, like garbage. Who cares? You know, this is just like, you know, as long as you're familiar with like laser swords and like light speed travel, you know, some basic ass Star Wars shit. Like, I feel like anyone can just like jump in and enjoy this without having to be like a Star Wars fan, you know?
Yeah.
Which like 1, smart move. 2. I can at least probably watch this with my fiance because she won't, you know, she doesn't know what the fuck's going on with Star Wars. Doesn't matter. You know, you don't have to be like enfranchised into it. You know, I know that a problem with like a lot of the like Marvel stuff coming out now is that if you're not enfranchised, it's hard to get into, right? Imagine being like, you know what, I'm gonna start watching Marvel stuff. You're like, I'm gonna watch Loki. You have no idea what the fuck is going on, right? Like, it's gonna just be idea. This just offers a nice, clean entry point. Also, you don't have to like worry about leaving on like cliffhangers and shit.
Yeah,
you know, you can watch one episode and then just be done. You know, you can be like, I'll watch another one a week from now if I want to, right? You're not sitting there like, oh, what's going to happen? You know, just some nice self-contained stories. They're not going to be too complex, I hope. I just would really like this like multi-studio isolated story format. I think it's super fun, super great, and I want to see more stories and studios pull this off as well.
You get so much value out of it too, just by having like I almost feel like it would have been a Disney approach to say like, here's the budget that we have, go make something really cool with this story franchise and just see what you come up with. And that's really kind of what that trailer gives to me, is that there's that sense of optimism that they had full creative freedom for the most part of what they were doing. Just they got offered the budget and they could go forward with it. Which like, I mean, hopefully this kind of leads into some more projects kind of like that within the universe. I think the only thing that I really liked from Star Wars recently was probably the Mandalorian series.
Oh yeah,
but you just can't go wrong with Jon Favreau. Like when he's directing anything, like literally, it's just gonna come out perfect. That's just my bias. Aside from that, like we'll see what this looks like. Hopefully, like it's everything that we're hoping it is going to be. I really have no problem setting my expectations high because they knock it out of the park every single time. And
lots of I mean, it seems like the entire crew here has nothing but good things to say about this. You know, we're all super stoked. But I mean,
we're all on the hype train.
We're all full on, no breaks, straight to the station, hands up. But
I got something bad to say about it.
Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Give it to us. How did they fuck this up? Because I mean, there's always a chance they just like goes into the dirt and ruin it. So how are they gonna do it?
Well, for me, the one thing is in regards to the storyline, right? Like,
Mhm.
yeah, I do agree with you with the whole, this is a great thing that yeah, you don't have to worry about like overarching plot lines. You don't have to worry about continuation and all that stuff, right? The one thing that really does one of the things that tends to concern me is that since they're passing it off to other companies to work on,
Mhm.
is that really the Star Wars, like the people who created Star Wars and stuff, they're running out of stories, and
Okay.
Okay.
yeah, and it's like this, like to me, like how I'm actually seeing this partly is like, one, it's a great thing that they're passing it off so that they can create better stories and whatnot, and we can see like which company will like have one, either the better storyline, the better animation, like the better how they tie everything up, like, yeah, there's going to be a lot of like looks in regards to that. The only thing is that, yeah, like um do we like, are we just gonna keep seeing like, if there's a second season for Star Wars Visions, are we gonna see the same companies coming back, and are they gonna go and extend to who, like, what if we like one character from like one story, like from one company, one story, and then next thing you know, we never see them again. We're like, then it's like it becomes like the whole hype train all over again. We're like, are you guys coming back? And like that's the one thing, like like I'm all for like trying new things and stuff. The one thing is that I want to see is like, if I really like something, I want to see a little bit of continuation. Not necessarily like I know some people are gonna go crucify me for that. I'm not not like a 900 episode anime or something like that.
Oh,
But
wow.
at least like, hey, One Piece is like what, almost 1,000, right? Like,
they're
Yeah,
all
yeah.
1,000. Yeah.
but yeah, like, like I at least want to see like, I don't know, like give me like a 26 episode anime for Star Wars Visions, like with some of those characters. Like I would love to see it, and I think Star Wars could actually have a very long lifeline in the anime scene, like especially in the circuit, like creating, like 26, like give me like, heck, even if they do like OVAs of like six 45-minute episodes,
Mhm.
like that's like prime to me. But as long as they do the animation and everything good. But yeah, aside from all that, like I do like, the one thing that I am gonna say that's bad about it is that like how, like, yeah, we're putting so much high expectations on it that what if we want it to continue but we'll never get it.
Right.
And
Right.
yeah, and the last thing is that, yeah, the people who created like LucasArts or whoever they're working with now, it's like they're really running out of story. And will this be it? Like after this, it's like no more Star Wars ever.
Well, they've got a couple more series, I think, on the horizon, as far as like the live action stuff. But I think for Star Wars to maybe live on in TV series for the next little while, I'm hoping, anyways, that that's kind of the direction that they take before they take another crack at full scale live action film cinema again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. It would be nice to see. It'd be nice to see more of it at some point down the line, and hopefully we get something from it after all of that. And I'm sure if there's enough of a fandom there, we can stay optimistic. Hopefully.
Yeah, like if you think about like the Animatrix, if all of you guys have seen like all the episodes and stuff,
Mhm.
like there's some of them, like, don't get me wrong, they were all like made so well, but there was some that looked much better than others. And
Mhm.
it's like, well, I want to see more of that, of like what happens to that part, but it just ended in like such a cliffhanger. It's like, am I ever gonna go see them again? And it's like, it just gets lost in mine and
Yeah.
like forget about,
That's just
you know.
Yeah.
See, I'm kind of worried in the opposite direction, where these I would imagine that these shorts or episodes, we're going to call them, are designed to be kind of self-contained, right? Because they don't know if they're gonna, I mean, as far as I know, there's no plan to like continue this,
right,
or have like, sequels of any of the specific episodes, right? But if one or two episodes does super well, and they're like, hey, people love this, let's turn it into like a full, like a fully fledged series, a fully realized, 20 episode series, whatever it is,
right?
And they end up just fucking it up, because sometimes some of these shorts are good because they're short and self-contained, and they like tell a story, and then like that, that's it, right? And then if just because people like it doesn't mean that there's more content there to like milk out that's going to be good. They could just as easily just like make another 20 episodes that are just dog shit, because they're like, well, and then we got to stretch out this like 15-20 minute short that we made into like a full feature length like product. You see it happen a lot in film, actually, where at film festivals, filmmakers, directors, producers, whatnot will create shorts, right? They'll like create little movies that are like 15, 20, 30 minutes long. Studio likes the idea. They're like, hey, this is pretty good, but we want to make it Hollywood worthy, so let's get it up to theaters, but it's got to be an hour and a half, like minimum. Mm-hmm. And the original story was like a half hour. Now it's like, well, fuck, how do we put another hour of content in without watering down our like original idea? And I mean, a lot of the time it doesn't work out. It just like is just worse.
It's a wash.
Yeah, it's just a wash. So I mean, it could easily go in that direction. I would hope not. I would hope that they realize that if something is good, it's okay to leave it. It's fine.
Nice.
But
yeah,
Not
well said.
Very well said.
But I think if unless anybody else has any other closing remarks or closing thoughts here, I think we can move on to our next topic here.
I'm hyped for Star Wars. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, I haven't been hyped for Star
let's keep
Wars.
on that hype train.
Yeah, let's just keep this train rolling. Next topic. Let's
Keep
go.
the force going, man. Keep the force going.
Yeah, force is away.
May the force be with you. Well, if you like crossovers, got the anime Star Wars crossover. Well, we got another crossover for you. Something that we're finally talking about Magic the Gathering on the stream. That's right. We're talking about the recent announcement of the Street Fighter crossover with Magic the Gathering.
Woo!
To bring those of us that are not up to speed on this and those in chat and know what's going on, is next year in 2022, Wizards of the Coast, the creators of Magic the Gathering, are going to come out. They have collaborated with who owns Street Fighter, actually?
Capcom.
Capcom. They've collaborated with Capcom.
Capcom, yeah.
To produce some Street Fighter Magic the Gathering cards with your favorite characters on them, with unique mechanics and whatnot.
Oh, that Chun-Li art looks so good.
So far we've only seen Chun-Li.
She is big.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I mean the art is...
I'm definitely gonna have to get that, yeah.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So it's coming out in a product that they've been doing for this past year or so called Secret Layers. And a Secret Layer is a limited time offer for a collection of cards that you buy directly from Wizards of the Coast, shortened to WotC. People call them WotC. And they're made to order, but they're only around for like a week or so, and then that's it.
So it's limited edition only.
Limited edition.
Wow, that's crazy.
Never printed again. That's it. Like, this is your only chance to get these cards.
The resale market is going to be huge, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty big. They already did it with The Walking Dead. There's some limited edition Walking Dead cards that are out there already. And I mean, it was a one-time deal. If you got it, great. If you missed it, that's it.
You look at the success that they had with Dungeons and Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
With that crossover, like that was just like people went absolutely feral over that.
Yeah.
And that was like a mainline printout, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a like standard legal set. Full like 200 spin cards, all based around D&D. And that's in the game now. It's in Magic.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess the big question is, for those of you who don't play Magic the Gathering but are into Street Fighter, is this going to get you into Magic the Gathering, or are you just going to buy him as like a collector's item, or do you just not care?
Gee, that's on you.
Jeez. Straight up calling me like a.
both, so
I mean, okay. Here's one though, because like Billions actually made a full deck, a fighter's deck for me for my birthday, right?
What?
Did I tell you this?
No, that's sick.
Yeah, and like it's still in the bag and everything else. I even brought it to work once in a while when I do like some MTG with my coworkers and everything else. Though
That's
sick.
sick.
Yeah, it's like talk to some patients and then go to the back and then do some MTG, like some little battles in between.
I
But
had no idea.
yeah, it was actually pretty dope.
Wow.
I have no idea what was going on because he's like, you know what? I'm gonna tailor it to your play style, which is aggressive and all the things considered. Who like embodies you. So a fighter's deck
That's
is your
tight.
thing. So I mean, granted, obviously I'm not a big enough like MTG fan to keep up with the rest of the people, but at the same time, it's like if
You have
they
a deck.
I know, but like I mean, let's say if I want to like pursue it further and like go to like a little bit more like update my deck to to I guess today's competitive nature, maybe I would probably love to get Street Fighter on it too, especially Chun-Li, man. I mean, like shoot, if only she wasn't limited edition. That's the thing, but
Yeah.
it is what it is, though. I mean, like I totally would like to see a little bit more. I mean, later down the road, let's say if they want to do more collaboration with Street Fighter and other fighting games, though, I would generally like to see a full-on deck. Otherwise, I mean, at this point, it just becomes like because Street Fighter already has their own trading card sort of fighting like ones already, and it was pretty good. It's just the fact that since they're already collaborating with MTG, I like to see how far can they step up their game. So Chun-Li is a great example, and she looks A tier thick, amazing.
Thick thighs.
Blessed.
Didn't
Blessed.
come back there.
Hashtag
Right
bless.
there.
That's my take.
So then, Ray, do you play Magic? Like, what do you think of this? From somebody
Actually,
that's a consumer.
well, I have not played Magic since I was let's see, how old was I? Like 7 years old.
Oh shoot, you have
Oh,
Magic
wow.
too? What? That's news.
Yeah, like my brother got me into it, and like we started collecting cards and stuff. But I was like 7. I'm all like, I have no clue how to use any of these cards, and I just tried to like
Yeah.
collect and like play as like whatever. But in terms of like I think them like the Magic the Gathering just trying to connect with like other like with like
Other
other
genres.
genres and stuff. It's like really good. Would it get me into playing MTG again? Not necessarily. Like, if anything, I would love to see Wizards of the Coast actually create their own Street Fighter card game.
Oh, they already did.
Like,
Actually. I mean, like they already had their own already, like with Capcom.
No,
and everything else?
Yeah, but that was like it's been like I collect some board games and stuff, and
That's
been
right.
defunct for, like a long ass time.
Right.
And like I would love to go and like have a new one, and like definitely go and like start playing it and stuff. Like I think it would be great. Like, but yeah, like what I said, like if Wizards of the Coast would actually create like a not even just Street Fighter, but like a fighting game genre card game, like right beside the MTG, I would definitely love to go and play it, and then maybe I could even get back into actually playing MTG. In terms of like special edition cards and stuff, like I would want like a whole deck.
Not just like 5 cards.
Like I can't just collect Chun-Li. Like I want I want Cody. I want Rose.
You want the roster.
You want the
exactly.
you want the character select screen.
Yeah,
I want Cammy up in this.
They've just like teased Chun-Li, but the secret lair is gonna come with usually once in the past have come with like 4 to 5 cards.
Right.
So we've only seen Chun-Li, but the package is gonna come with probably another like 4 Street Fighter characters. So, I mean, it's not just Chun-Li.
Let's go.
So it is a set of like 5, I believe. That's not confirmed yet, but previously it was. But like all of the like previous layers have been somewhere between like 4, 5, 6 cards ish. It's usually around like $30 to $40 US.
Wow.
Plus shipping.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they really gouge it. Yeah, like for me, it's been a few years since I've actually played. I mean, I used to play Modern a bunch back, probably about 3 or 4 years ago at this point. But it was kind of nice seeing people come into competitive scenes and have some of these custom decks where you can kind of look through and like, oh, they've got all these different lands and everything. And so I really like what Ray touched on and what Gerard touched on there, where they said like, yeah, it'd be kind of cool to see a little bit more of this. But in the eyes of like somebody like me who like played a bunch of competitive, it's really cool when you can like drop down that special looking land and like just have everybody kind of look at it. Like it's such a big collector's item. I always thought it'd be really cool if they had that kind of aspect where it's like, oh yeah, you want to go use like the training stage on Street Fighter. Well, we're gonna print this off as a plain full art kind of thing, you know.
That'd be pretty cool.
And then that way you could use that in competitive formats and just kind of have that as like a flex. Like, yeah, I went and bought the secret layer pack, and it's a legit card that I can use, and it's not really gonna affect the game or anything, but it's kind of there, you know.
Right.
To kind of add to what both of them were saying, I guess is like a special edition. If it was something really popular, it would be really cool to see them do like a heads up deck, like a face to face, where you've got the 2 decks that come in the packs, and then you can use them against each other.
Right, like some dual decks.
Yeah, like the dual deck packs or whatever.
That's
so you can have that that option to say like, yeah, we want to do like this half of the character roster against this half of the character roster, and have like a set of cards against each, and then you could kind of have that own self-contained card game, I guess. I mean, obviously, like you're not going to get all of that right off the first get-go, just because, you know, if people are charging for like $30 for a pack just of 5 cards, like it's highly collectible. But yeah, I still think it's really cool that Wizards of the Coast gets to team up with these different companies, and then you just get sweet cards. I just wish you could use them in like actual formats, like I was saying. But so like Offbeat Hero, like with your background in Magic, what is your take? Yeah,
from the Magic side.
The Magic side.
So yeah, because I am not I would not consider myself a casual player. I'm a competitive player. You know, I like going to tournaments. I like having a tuned deck, that kind of stuff. The things that I like and don't like about it is that, yes, it's cool that it gets more people into the game that might otherwise not get into it.
Yes.
And a lot of the grievances I'm hearing are quite valid. Is that like, yes, if you're into like Street Fighter, this may not get you into Magic immediately, because I mean, like, it's 5 cards. That's not enough to play a game. You know, you have to build, and you know, you have to build an entire deck of like minimum like 40 cards. Right? Minimum. So that involves, you know, and there's deck building and there's lands. You know, there's a lot of hurdles to get past if you're just like, I'm gonna buy the Street Fighter cards and then I'm gonna play Magic. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a steep curve there. But one of my main grievances with this specifically is that not only are these cards available for a limited time, they are mechanically unique, which means that they are not like reskins or re-arts of existing cards. They are their own unique cards. Oh. And so if they happen to be good, and you didn't pick them up, you're screwed. You're screwed, because it's like, oh man, I want to play this like deck, but you need 4 Chun-Li's in it, and I can't find any. You know, because like I didn't buy the secret layer 4 times to get my 4 copies. some background. A lot of the formats when you're building a deck, 4 is the maximum number of a single copy of card you can have. So you can have 4 of the same card in your deck. But if the card is good, you want as many as you can, so you draw it more often, right?
Yeah.
So, which does cause problems with these secret layers as well, because they're getting 1 copy of each of the different characters. So if you want to play one of these formats where you gotta have 4, you gotta buy the layer 4 times. Which I mean you can, but like, what the fuck? You're dropping like,
why would you want to?
Yeah, you're dropping like 120 to like $160 on like 20 cards ish.
But it's Chun-Li though.
Yeah.
It's Chun-Li though.
What format is that even legal in? Like, what is secret layer legal in?
So yeah, so some background. Magic has various formats, which are basically just kind of different ways to play the game. Think of it how, like, when you have a regular deck of cards, you can play like poker, you can play like Texas Hold'em, right? There's various different styles of poker you can play. So Magic is the same way. They're usually broken up by how old the cards are. So like standard is the rotating format, the fresh, the new stuff. Only cards from the past 2 years, I believe, or no, past 1 year can be played in standard. Everything else not legal anymore.
Wow.
And then you have modern, which is like cards since like 2007 or something to like present are all legal. And then you have Commander, where all the cards are legal. But these Street Fighter cards currently, as we know, they haven't actually announced where they're legal in, but we can assume by the Walking Dead cards what they were legal in. They're only legal in Commander, Legacy, and Vintage. Commander is a fun, casual 4-player format, which is great for those cards. Legacy and Vintage is where you drop like $2 to $4 grand on your deck because you're using these fucking old expensive cards.
Minimum.
Yeah, minimum. It's like a fucking rich person's format where you get to everyone gets like jerk off how much money they have in their cards, and
they've just got like the stack of glass case cards. Just
pretty much.
Just so you can pull out your $20,000 card and
right. It's like, oh yeah, my
like
backpack.
You know.
Yeah, backpack's worth like 10 grand of cardboard in there. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But of course, I mean, there's also just like casual Magic. You know, if you're not going to tournaments or anything, you can do where the fuck you want. You know, you can just meet up with your friends, slap some cards together, and just play a game. You know, nobody gives a shit what's in your deck, what's legal, who actually cares. Which I think is where these cards will shine the most. They'll shine there, and it'll shine in Commander. That's also a very casual, kind of fun party format.
Yeah.
But
good thing I'm a casual player with that.
Yeah, Kaya, what are you thinking on this whole thing?
Yeah.
I do like the idea, and it brings out like new fandoms together, and even like the card style, like the artwork, just brings like introductions to different fandoms as well. So I'm pretty excited. If I have the budget, I will try to get that Chun-Li card. 100%.
I don't blame you.
I mean, at the end of the day, you know, some people also play Magic like it's cardboard stock. So you can buy the secret layer, you can put it in your basement for 10 years, and then pull them out, and then sell them on the market for their worth.
I got it.
Yeah, I mean,
some alpha investments here.
A little briefcase, like I got the Chun-Li card right here, $400.
Right here, yeah.
Shout out to Rudy.
Some like back alley deal.
Oh,
like, dude, I
I'm
got
gonna be
stuff.
retired.
Yeah, that's your retirement fund. Is a bunch of Street Fighter cards they printed like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But it seems like a lot. Yeah, a lot of. I know that both Ray and Kazo mentioned how, like, the 5 cards is nice, but we're like more. Want like a bunch of Street Fighter cards. Enough to make like an entire Street Fighter deck.
Right.
Yeah.
Isn't in the cards for now, but thank you.
Let's go.
But not all hope is lost. It's a bit of a tangent, but next year, because the Street Fighter cards were announced at the the Nintendo Direct equivalent of like Magic the Gathering. You know, they had a little like Magic the Gathering Direct where they announced their plans for next year, kind of thing. This is where all this shit came out. But next year, there's going to be a fully fledged, fully realized Lord of the Rings set.
Oh wow!
Oh
yeah, with like you know.
Oh.
Wow.
There's gonna be Gandalf. You're gonna have Frodo in there and shit. It's gonna have all the characters. You know, it's gonna be a full set. You know, you can buy a booster box of like 36 packs or whatever for I don't even know how much. So I mean, if they're doing that,
oh my god,
I
got one joke. I got one joke to go with that though.
Okay.
If I can make a populate deck and then just spawn in a whole bunch of JRR tokens, I'm gonna be so yeah.
Let's go.
I mean, if they could do it with Lord of the Rings, they could do it with Street Fighter. You know,
yeah.
Nothing's off the table now that they're doing this one, right? This is and I mean, we already touched earlier on the like D&D set, right? Same idea where it's like a crossover. So I mean, hey, from the opposite end, right? Because I mean, these Street Fighter cards are kind of a like dual-edged sword attack on like two fandoms, right? It's simultaneously trying to, WotC is trying to get Street Fighter fans to play Magic, right? But I imagine that Capcom also signed up to this to get Magic fans interested in Street Fighter, right? They see these cards, they're like, "Oh, this looks pretty cool. Like, I wonder, you know, maybe I'll pick up the game. I'll play the game a little bit." I can say these cards give me literally no interest in Street Fighter at all. My interest is exactly the same as before. I just, it's like cool, run cards though. Sweet.
I think for me personally, where it's going to hit the most is it's going to be a set for Magic players that like to play Street Fighter, and that's where they're going to sell the most. Like, yeah, that's exactly who this set was made for. I don't think you've got enough in there to get Street Fighter players to play Magic, but I also don't think you have enough in there for Magic players to go play Street Fighter unless they already play it, right? So I think 5 cards is probably the best testing ground that they can offer. It sucks that it's at $30 US though.
I mean, that's
the price you pay.
I mean, price is not announced yet, so we don't know. But
yeah,
all those secret layers have been around $30 to $40, depending on the cards in it.
Yeah, about $10 a card there.
Damn.
Yeah, you're paying about $10 per piece of cardboard. Which, at the end of the day, pieces of cardboard.
Pieces of cardboard.
You know, nothing. There's nothing stopping you from, you know, taking that Chun-Li card picture and printing it off of your printer and cutting it out, being like, "There, guys, let's play a match. I got my Chun-Li card."
Just go to Staples, print it out again.
Straight up, that's the best way to play. Like, that's the best way to practice decks sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done it. You know, if I wanted to try a card out where I want to shell the money out for it, you know, I'll go and print it off, and then I'll try it out. You know, with some friends and shit.
Nice.
And
so, what?
One of my art buddies to come in.
What deck are you playing in competitive the most right now? There.
So I'm playing Death and Taxes these days.
Yeah.
It's I mean, this is a like side tangent, but yeah, it's called Death and Taxes because it plays a bunch of creatures that make your opponent's shit cost more.
Oh,
yeah.
So they can't play anything, and then you just beat them to death with your stupid tutus and stuff while they try to like recover.
That's pretty dirty.
But thankfully, I play in Modern, and these Street Fighter cards do not have to be Modern legal, so I don't have to worry about it. You know, they can go and live in the like Commander world or whatever. I don't have to worry about facing Chun-Li, but I will have to worry about facing down like Frodo or fucking Sauron next year. Who knows? You know,
spoken by the MTG champ.
One ring to
Sauron.
Yeah, Bombadil or whatever.
Indestructible unless you destroy the ring artifact.
Yeah, that's a guy. Yeah, so I played the One Ring. I win the game.
Yeah.
Cool.
Perfect.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
But yeah, there it is. Street Fighter MTG, the crossover. It's happening. Coming next year. If you're interested in picking those up, keep an eye out on probably the Wizards Twitter account, because I mean they're also very secretive about their fucking secret layer shit. Where sometimes they just like announce it like a week before, they're like, hey, next Monday you have a week to buy these cards, and that's it. So you gotta like, I don't know, be on the ball.
Literally secret layer right there, man.
Yeah, it's a secret layer. So if anybody else has any other kind of closing remarks they want to make, now is your time to do so.
That Chun-Li though.
That Chun-Li.
The art is very good. Also, what's
Chun-Li.
funny is they mentioned that, you know, Chun-Li is known for her like kicks. That's her like thing. There is a mechanic already existing in Magic called Kicker and multi-kicker, which Chun-Li is gonna have for like the meme, for like the pun. They're gonna be like, yes, the Chun-Li card is gonna have multi-kicker on it.
Ooh.
So you can, I don't know, play your card and be like, yes, I am kicking, just like Chun-Li.
Yes.
But moving on, we're going to talk about Gamescom, which happened yesterday. Gamescom. You like video games? Get these card games out of my face.
We got
dude.
gamers in here.
Games. Anime? Get out of here. Card games? Get out of here. We're talking about video games.
Games.
Ooh.
And so we're just going to talk about, what we're most looking forward to from Gamescom and, anything else that was shown. There was a lot of stuff featured, a lot of new trailers, a lot of games coming up.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah. Both this year and next year. A lot of cool things. Kaya, what are you looking forward to the most right now?
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer.
Yeah, the Demon Slayer and I have the list here.
Oh no, yeah, right.
Check the notes.
All the Tales game, I like those. So
Tales
those
of
two
Arise,
things
Nice.
I like the most. Yeah. That right now it's playing on the screen. That looks sick. Like the whole animation and like fighting style for Demon Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, I want to pick it up. I like how certain anime actually get into like fighting games of their own,
right.
Like with Naruto or with My Hero Academia. So Demon Slayer is a good option to turn into a fighting style game because even the art style in the anime can totally translate into those kind of games.
Yeah, I was thinking that where like the art style in the anime is so unique with like the like big thick dark lines that that being in a fighting game just like makes sense, you know. A lot of fighting games already you can see have like thick dark lines, recognizable characters, silhouettes, right? Which kind of Demon Slayer already has, right? You can recognize a lot of characters by like their like unique silhouette. Even what was it, Street Fighter 5 that introduced the like kind of like ink style to like their like
Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
Which I thought it was one of the better looking Street Fighter games. I love the kind of ink style with the like the stun attacks. Is that what they're called? The like slow-mo ink punch.
The focus attack into itself?
Yeah.
Right, you charge it, and then basically you can see the whole, not only the smoke, but the ink coming into play when they actually hit. It's
right?
Poetry in motion, man, I'm telling you.
Looks so good. And so it just feels like it's going to be those moments the entire time in the Demon Slayer game. Just like, I mean, like even this little like clip here with like Zenitsu doing his, I assume his like alt, whatever it is, you know, I'm sure this game will have like alts or like power moves, power bar, whatever they're gonna call it in this one. Every game has their kind of like, you know, ultimate meter or like power meter.
Like super meter, yeah.
Super meter, whatever it is, yeah. I'm not that big into fighting games, but this looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool, and I like Demon Slayer. So
yeah,
great anime.
Mm-hmm. Definitely pretty good choice. Clark, what's on your radar?
So the biggest thing that kind of got the most news for me was the reveal and release date for the Saints Row revamp.
Oh,
like that's gonna be something I'm watching out for, just to see what the gameplay is like. It was like the third one was pretty fun. The fourth, it kind of dropped off for me. So I'm hoping that the rebirth kind of gives it that life it needs again. And it's at great timing too, because there's so much delay going on with Grand Theft Auto, so you're going to have a great player base to kind of come in and get that support back for a game that really is just kind of the GTA competition.
Yeah.
Super fun, like a lot of good memories playing Saints Row 3. Like fresh out of high school, and then just kind of picking that up. Wow, this is awesome.
Awesome.
Something else, we got a release date for Valheim Hearth and Home.
Yes.
So that'll be pretty cool to see and get back in with the Dojo boys and get the Valheim server going again. And I wasn't even sure if it was if it came in as part of Gamescom or not, but something that did happen pretty recently too was the Black Myth Wukong official trailer got dropped last week, I believe.
Right.
Now, I wasn't sure if that was a Gamescom leak or not, but it's a new IP that it's been on my watch list just for how good it looks. It's I don't know if any of you guys have seen it or not, but it's coming out of Chinese developer Game Science, and they've got this breath of fresh air, kind of has that same sort of third person view that you get with Dark Souls, but they've got this ridiculous combat style that I cannot wait to see.
Yeah, I saw a early first look a few months back. At this game, a friend of mine I sent over, and it's it definitely kind of has that kind of Dark Souls vibe to it, but still different and quirky in its own way. Like in the show that I watched, he turns into a bug.
Yeah.
You're like a monkey man with a staff, and you're like, nah, dude, I'm a bug now. And you pop out of the bug and you beat up some other animal ass dude, some Zootopia ass shit.
Yeah,
it was sick. I was like, this is
it looks awesome.
Yeah, and we've seen many games that play off the Japanese lore. It's a very popular form of media, right? Feudal Japan and Japanese myth and lore, but you don't really see a lot of Chinese lore.
No,
and,
not so much.
And this is that Wukong is a classic Chinese story from way back when. So it's a lot of unexplored territory there that I'm excited to see what they do with it, because I'm not really familiar with Wukong outside of League of Legends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just realized, I was like, wow, yeah, that's right, Wukong.
But yeah, aside from all of that, that's kind of the games that are on my watch list. Oh, and then they dropped a story trailer for Far Cry 6, but I haven't had a chance to watch that yet. So
yeah,
nice.
Yeah, I'm also pretty stoked for Saints Row. Lots of good memories playing Saints Row 1, 2, 3. And like you said, I think it is a prime time to come out with a new Saints Row game. People have been playing GTA 5 for a long time.
Oh yeah,
and they've been itching for a new one. And I already liked how Saints Row 1 was a pretty serious game. It was the GTA clone basically.
Yeah.
And but they figured out immediately hey, we're not going to beat GTA at their own game. So each game got progressively more ridiculous than the previous one, which gave it its own charm and weirdness to it. Right? Because in 2 they have these weird heists and shit, and then in 3 you have fucking I can't remember. There's aliens or something. Maybe that was 4.
No, that was 4. 4 just went off the deep end. They were just you're the president of the United States. We're fighting aliens now with a dubstep gun.
Yeah, and there's aliens, and you're in a computer simulation, and it's just you're wow, these guys just kept turning the dial up.
Fuck it,
and just didn't know when to stop.
Yeah,
and so now I'm curious if they're gonna continue to try to one up themselves again, or if they're gonna dial it back just a little bit to still capture that kind of sandboxy element of GTA, while still kind of keeping the goofy, comedic, over the top fun that 3 captured, where you're climbing the fucking Statue of Liberty to some hip hop song to save some person from a bomb, and you blow up. Oh my god!
Oh,
I love that game. It's so good. For me personally, my big game is Horizon Zero Dawn: The Forbidden West. Ooh.
Let's
if
go.
you guys haven't played Horizon Zero Dawn, the first one, I mean, you're
good.
missing out. The game's a masterpiece. It's so good.
Beautiful.
The story is top notch. I don't know what they did with the with the like facial capture in that game, but every character looks alive. Like especially the main character Aloy. She looks like a real person.
Yeah.
And all the cutscenes just feel so just lifelike. All these small facial expressions, like it just blew me away. And of course, the combat is something else. It's one of the few games where it really feels like sandbox combat, where you just approach it from like any angle you want. You can be stealthy, you can set traps, you can just run in and like shoot your bow a whole bunch. Like there was so many options. Yeah, you can fight the same enemy like 20 different ways, and they're all viable. They all work.
Yeah.
You just have to, you just have to like have a plan and then just do it.
And just get creative.
Yeah. There's all this like environmental shit you can do. You can get like some of the like robots to fight each other, and then you like jump in after one's dead. Like, so good. And like the story is amazing. So I'm super hyped to see where they like where this next chapter takes it, because the first one did end with like a bit of a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
So, it's been sitting there. It's been living in my brain rent free for a while.
It's gonna be the game that gets me to buy a PlayStation 5, probably.
Pretty much. I've been waiting on it. I mean, not that you can find PS5s right now, because
no,
I don't.
But
I don't know what's up with that. You just can't find them. But
instantly when it hits my store, it's gone.
Just like
In
that.
like an hour.
Wow.
Right. So I've been waiting for a game, that'll finally be like, okay, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna find a PS5 for realsies,
I think it's gonna help once Sony has all of their mainline IPs not selling as well, just because they're being kept up in a storage by scalpers, that they're probably gonna have to get motivated to get the price drop on the scalpers down by just like flooding the market.
Yeah, with a whole bunch of PS5s. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And then another game that's coming out very soon after them in the next few weeks is Tales of Arise. I'm a big Tales series fan. I've played 3 or 4 of the mainline titles. But the big thing is that my fiance is also a big Tales fan. And this will be our first Tales game playing together, brand new, that neither of us have played. And all of them have been co-op. So we're super stoked. Yeah,
let's go.
We're like, nice. Gonna play the brand new Tales game co-op together. It's gonna be a blast. I am super stoked for it.
That's so cute. Like, no, like I mean that, like, honestly, it just like melts my heart away. I'm like, yeah, man.
I mean,
The animation from that is pretty nice too.
It is. I mean, for me, the stories have always been quite bad. It's just a bunch of anime bullshit that they just scrap together. But I kind of like that. It's like the charm of these games is that these, it's always the power of friendship and the power of love, that the power of truth and justice and doing the right thing. You always have the like super self-righteous character who is always, the beacon of goodness in the world and is unfallible in any way. I just love that like hammy anime storyline, and I'm certain it's going to happen again, and I'll love it all over again.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Kaza, what do you got your eye on?
I mean, majority of, I guess, us here. I mean, I know Rachel's going to be talking about this real soon, but the fact that all of us is in agreement that Saints Row is going to be one to definitely look out for, regardless of what like people have been looking at. Because like if you look at the trailers into itself, I'm not sure if you guys checked the stats in that, but dang, everybody has a cold shoulder on that trailer alone, for reasons alone, like whether like because they don't realize it's a reboot, they don't realize like some of the characters are already dead, and it's just a lot of hatred to the point where it's like, what is this, another Fortnite clone or whatever? It's just like a lot of things that people don't understand, and what they appreciate at least. Because here's the thing though, it's not just a port, it's a whole new game into itself, that a reboot into itself, right? And everybody wanted more. That's the thing. You can't please everybody, and unfortunately enough, there's a lot of dislikes on that one trailer, and hopefully by then,
really, that's so sad.
Oh man, I was looking at it right then.
There are dislikes. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, it was crazy. I actually was surprised how people hated that, because like when I first saw it, I was like, okay, you know what, I'm pretty open for it. I mean, like I had fun in Saints Row 2, and to be honest, that's the only one I played. And by golly, because all I found out when you were able to get Kanada's bike from Akira, just fly off to the sunset to a building, and I would just ride it off. It was fun. But that being said, though, oh my goodness, I'm a little surprised how people had a huge hate towards this. So, I mean, here's to at least the game like Saints Row, like as a whole, as a franchise, to actually count their blessings and prove these haters wrong. So I'm stoked to see where this might come to play. That's the one I was looking for. The other one though, hell man, December 8th, I believe, if I recall, Halo Infinite multiplayer. If anyone's gonna be riding with me,
I was waiting for somebody to say it.
Yo, where's my Spartans at? I only see Clark here so far, but everybody else, come join. I'm free to play. Come on, free to play. Like, oh my goodness. As an Asian, shoot, man, I'll take anything free. Damn. I'll take it all, man. That's it. Another one too, which Jurassic Clark, Valheim. We need to
let's go
fix our house. Fix your house.
Fix up the house.
Yeah, I mean it's only in one place, in Bad Rice's place, wherever that place may be. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of funky, but dude, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. I'm not like. Some people not. It's like a little indifferent, but I mean, I've
heard some good things about it.
Yeah, man.
Look at Patrick Main's at. Let's go,
Patrick, dude. You go for Patrick. I'm going for Cat Dog, the one that just came out, man. Cat Dog.
No, this Cat Dog.
Tag Dog,
shit.
man. But like this whole All-Star into itself, though. I mean, like, check out event hubs and people having good reaction to this, because one, I mean, okay, any '90s kid who grew up towards Nickelodeon, to all these things, grew up to Rugrats. This is nostalgia at its finest, and why not prove all the people wrong that like Tommy Pickles can take out anybody anywhere. That's it, dude.
I mean, I've been told that the developers of this game are making it specifically to be competitive. They're like into the competitive scene for like fighting games. They're like, we're gonna make All-Star Brawl like not just a party game, but also like
perfect.
Why not?
A real competitive game to like be like played up there with like Tekken and Smash and whatnot.
I mean, if you're gonna say.
I was just gonna say, like, we don't have another game quite like Smash in the way that it's kind of that platform fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We don't have anything like that is as nearly notable in the competitive scene. So I think having a platform like Nickelodeon to kind of bring in characters from a cartoon universe that like honestly you would never get as Nintendo, like you'll never have access to that. That is probably the best route that I've seen so far.
Yeah. It's definitely a challenge, for a lot of
magical.
A lot of the companies who want to do some sort of fighting game is that either you got to make up a roster of like original characters, or you got to pull them from somewhere. And no one really had quite the repertoire of pre-existing characters like Nintendo.
Oh yeah,
right. Because like I mean, we saw the Sony one they made on like the PS3. They tried to like fight, Smash with. It was.
PlayStation
exactly.
All-Star Brawler. I played that game. It was dog shit.
Oh, this is actually my couple, or like at least my coaster. It's only good for
Still the rapping too.
Yeah. Oh no. I lost the game
God.
somewhere, but like right now it's just like my
I thought it
coaster.
still had the plastic on it. I was like, yo, that's how you're keeping the collectibles.
Oh my god.
Throw that into mystery tournament night.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
The plastic is coming off.
seeing like Nickelodeon jump in with their like huge roster of cartoons, right, is just awesome. And I wouldn't be surprised if we'll see some like other cartoonists from other animation studios, you know, maybe make guest appearances or guest stars in the game.
Hell yeah.
If we get Aang from Avatar, it's going down. Like that's
It's over.
It's over, man.
Yeah.
You
Top
start
tier.
bringing
At
in-
this rate, we'll get Sokka instead. We'll just get Boomerang Boy.
Boomerang.
Dude,
Yeah.
but like for real, like if they drop a Fire Emblem character into the Nickelodeon All Stars game, I'm gonna scream.
Yeah, dude, I'm out.
Just like that. Stories only.
That's another one.
Oh my
See,
goodness.
yeah. You know, I might pick it up. I mean, there's a lot of characters I recognize. I'm like, damn, dude, I want to play as Danny Phantom. That sounds sick.
I'm copping it. I'm just saying that right now.
No, I'm
I
with
can
you, man.
find
I'm
them.
with you.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about like with fighting games into itself, though, I mean, like I'm gonna quote it just like what Imagine Obama said. FGC as a whole have low ass standards, dude. Like, so if the people if people love the game, chances are there's gonna be a tournament about it, and that's it, dude.
Yeah.
You know this, Clark. You know, like
Yeah,
hell, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, right. I mean, like, if anything, I remember at Evo too, they had like Shrek Super Slam on like as a tournament, and yo,
yeah.
people will
Dude,
pay money
me-
for that, man.
Me and my friend Caden, when we were in high school, we'd stay up till 2 a.m. playing the Deadliest Warrior fighting game, and it was just like that was the jam, you know? Like
That was it.
you get two people that want to play and do stupid shit. Like that's what's gonna happen. Stupid shit's gonna happen.
Yeah, man. And with this one though, I mean, for as a whole, for Nickelodeon All Star Brawl, dude, the amount of characters in a roster is like super endless because you have the whole Nickelodeon to work with. I mean, like hell,
Yeah.
like once they start bringing like extra people like from anywhere else beyond from what Nickelodeon can offer, it just keeps getting better and better and better. And hey, Kate.
Being so sneaky.
Guest star from like Totally Spies or something, and that.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly,
Oh,
exactly.
man.
So there's
Maybe some
yeah,
murder mystery in here, dude.
a lot of
Dude.
things, man. That's why.
Mystery, yes.
But aside from
I want
that,
that.
yeah. Nickelodeon fights. Okay, last two games I could only think of that pretty much spur of the moment. King of Fighters 15. Not sure if you guys been following, but this is one of the few, I guess, like even with FGC standards today, right? Let's say for the majority, they would just pretty much offer like a selectable handcrafted cast of like characters to work with. Let's say up to 10 people. King of Fighters threw out the window, and you know what? Fuck it. We're giving you 39 characters on day one, right? But the addition of adding more later down the road. So, dude, that is hefty. I mean, especially for people trying to find what their squad is. So, a lot of things to consider for day one. 39 characters. My goodness, can you imagine that though? Let's say who's your main? Who's your main squad? He's like, I don't know. I just got the game in 5 minutes in. I don't even know what I'm doing. That's it, man. So, and last but not least, if you guys been following like in towards the like horror games, I love those sort of things. I mean, not aside from Fatal Frame, which we already mentioned from the previous episodes, but Outlast Trials. You could do co-op in there, so you could be scared together.
Okay,
So I mean,
I hear you.
offbeat, you and Kate get scared together. Hell.
I did like Outlast 1. I haven't played 2 though, but
Outlast 2 is
But
pretty
I'm-
short, but I mean, Outlast Trials, it's something to look forward to. I mean, like with all things. I mean, look from if you ever take a look at the trailer into itself, it gives you a lot of that Saw vibes. So if you want to,
Okay.
just that's the best way to interpret it because you definitely
Right.
want to escape from all those people. is a nightmare. So, it's something you want to, enjoy and experience. 12 a.m. with the lights turned off and the music blasting on your headphones.
The only way
Just
to
set
play
the
it.
mood.
Only way. Ray, how about you, man?
Where to start? Jeez. The one thing I don't like about the E3 and Gamescom is that there's so many games to just look at and stuff. And
To
then
cover.
yeah, so for me, let's start with like some indies like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. I'm totally like super psyched to go and just see that, Definitely want to play some co-op with the guys and the girls and just just beat on some Son of the Foot Clan like all up in there.
Nice.
The next other one is what is it? Bomb Funk Cyber Rush. Or sorry, Bomb Rush Cyberfunk. There you go. Quite a like tongue twister.
Cyberfunk, huh?
Bum Rush.
Yeah, Bomb Rush Cyberfunk is like it's basically like the spiritual successor to Jet Set Radio. It's like a rollerblading and like tagging game.
Oh, okay.
It was like it was very popular back in like the Dreamcast days and all that stuff. Like I was such a big fan of that game, and for them to actually make something close to it, like I definitely want to try and support the company and all that. So so really hyped for that. What's the other one? There's Gungrave Gore. That one, if you guys have ever seen the anime Gungrave, right? Like this is one of the few games that I don't know, for some odd reason people seems to just keep making it. Like I have all of like the Gungrave games, and for this one to come out, I'm like, wow, I'm actually surprised. It's basically almost like a third person like bullet hell, except you're doing most of like the bullet hell, just shoot like anything and everything.
So kind of like Nier
really
Automata,
cool.
right? Kind of like Nier.
But
Nier Automata.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, I'm looking at the trailer now. Know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, it's one of those like
Some like Dracula ass dude with like some guns, but he has like glasses. I don't know what's going on, dude. Looks cool though.
yeah, but yeah, in terms of anime, not a bad anime. Just like you just really gotta get into it because sometimes it gets boring. And but yeah, aside from that, like the mainstream stuff, like Horizon Forbidden West, like totally excited, pop that thing like day one. Saints Row reboot, like me and Kaza have been talking about like quite a bit just today, and I have played every single Saints Row game, and I'm actually like super stoked and excited to see like what this reboot is gonna be like. One game I didn't play was Agents of Mayhem, and because basically it was just a shit show. So I really can't wait for a completely like new Saints Row, and as Kazo said, like everybody's hating on it because you don't get to see your Johnny Gats and your Shondies and Pierce, but you know what, like you gotta give it a chance. If it's going to be like over the top, and
I'm sure there'll be a nod to them somewhere.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like I do want it to be like how Jurassic Clark was talking about, like on Saints Row 3 where you can just use the dubstep gun. Like I hope they bring that back. Or like the shark
again.
Or like the shark gun where you just shoot a shark and then all of a sudden like shark eats up like your your enemies. Like that one was like the
land
really
shark.
great over the top. Yeah,
Well, I think what has me the most excited for is that we're gonna have a crew that we can run online if it's got the online co-op.
Oh yes, that's right.
Oh yeah.
Keep that in mind.
All right.
Keep that in the back of your head. Hit me up.
Yeah. So definitely gonna go and super excited, and yeah, I'm definitely hoping to go and play games with everyone. One of the last few ones, me, I'm a big racing fan, so Forza Horizon 5.
Let's go.
Like that's one of the ones that And the last one, I guess, is Chaos Gate Demon Hunters. If you're a Warhammer 40k fan, I want to play the board game, but I can't just because I don't want to go and spend hours and hours actually painting my my miniatures.
Okay.
But I've been playing, like any game that I could find in terms of that, just all that tactical stuff's really great. And I have played the original Chaos Gate, and I played that game for hours, so super excited to go and see what this one will involve with. So that's pretty much it for me in terms of all that. There's so much more, but that's all I'm gonna name for now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll connect back to a previous topic here, but just so you know, there, Ray, is that there's also going to be a Warhammer and Magic crossover as well. That's so I mean, hey, if you like Warhammer, you can buy some Warhammer Magic.
Way to put it to him, man. Right to segue into it.
See, now
Street Fighter
Kazo
End.
will never see me play any video games. I'll just be spending all my time playing MTG Warhammer.
He's training, yo, dude. But here's the thing, though. You're training with the MTG champion right here, man.
I'll teach you all you need to know.
Oh, there you go. Kazo's like, man, I'm never gonna see in Dragon Ball Fighters.
And I think that wraps it up for tonight, I believe. Kazo, I'll pass off to you to sign us off here.
Awesome. Thank you, Offbeat Hero. So, man, that was a lot of topics just to get around, though, especially dealing with all the Gamescom and everything else, all things considered. So, for those guys still hanging on to us, though, thank you guys for tuning into our F-Tier podcast. And for those guys who just happened to catch the last bit of it, though, appreciate it, though. But you're definitely going to have to catch it on YouTube coming up and later on when we have it down the road. So I want to give a special shout out to our brothers, though, Reggie, Alfie Hero, and our newly special guest, Kayaling and Jurassic Clark. Let's go. Oh man, you guys are amazing, and I appreciate all the love and everything else support, especially bringing out all your insight towards our cause and especially towards our episode, though. And to all our viewers watching, though, just want to give a shout out to basically Kayaling to pretty much gifting a sub to Lockhart Cosplay, Poggers 908, new guys. And Nif Taco, Poggers again, Finn, Orange, Jim Forge, and man, basically a lot of crowd following and supporting our cause. It's amazing, though, and I hope you guys stay tuned for the later on episodes coming up your way for next coming weeks. And for that being said, though, man. If you want to reach out to us, though, my name's Kazo. You can find me at H1 Gaming under Twitter, YouTube handle, and under Discord as well. And also, not only that, though, obviously the Twitch channel itself, though, under H1 Gaming. So, passing off to my guys, though, Ray Ichi, where can we find you?
At the moment, still nowhere. But you can definitely go and chat with me at the Ichi Gaming, whether on the comment section on YouTube, here on Discord, or pretty much anywhere you see Ichi Gaming. I'm always checking it out and stuff. So if you want to go and chat with me, just give me a shout out. If there's anything else, watch Star Wars Visions. If you don't, you suck. And support MTG, and Warhammer's coming out, so you gotta get in there.
There you go. And thank you for that, though. Next we have Offbeat Hero, our MTG champ. Where can we find you, sir?
Yes, so you can find me on twitch.tv/offbeat_hero, where I sometimes stream my Magic the Gathering Leagues online. You can also find me on my YouTube channel with all my VODs, which we now have 100 subscribers, which let me have my own YouTube URL. That's the important bit. I'm going to show the 100 subs. I just wanted to not have random letters. Now, so you can find me at youtube.com/offbeathero, all one word. We just uploaded our recent 5-0 league with Squadron Hawk, which is a 1/1 bird. Card is sick. I think it's maybe it's the future of Death and Taxes. Who knows? But that's where you can find me.
Awesome. And our special guest, SeaWorld Productions' own Kayaling. Where can we find you?
Pretty much everywhere. On Facebook as SeaWorld Productions, on Instagram as SeaWorld Productions, but with an underscore. On Twitter, that is C_W Productions, because it didn't fit the entire word, unfortunately. On Twitch, Kayaling, that's my gamer tag. SeaWorld Productions is my cosplay tag. I have a kind of list here. I have a YouTube channel as well. I believe that's under either Kayaling or SeaWorld Productions. I can't remember top of my head. Either way, I have Tumblr. I have TikTok.
Okay.
I'm basically everywhere.
Let's go TikTok, fam.
Yeah.
Let's go. Represent that.
Yeah, so basically, as a final say, if you're looking for my gaming stuff, it's under Kayaling. If you're looking for my cosplay Pacific stuff, it's under SeaWorld Productions. That's it.
Well said. Thank you so much. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. And last but not least, oh yeah, thank you so much. And last but not least, basically my Rainbow Six champion right here, Jurassic Clark. What you got for us?
I'm Jurassic Clark everywhere. Shoutouts to the Rainbow Boys. Yeah, I'm on TikTok and Twitter mostly. So
You have a TikTok?
yeah, man.
You make TikToks?
Yeah.
I'm looking it up.
Jurassic Clark
Am
so
I
hip.
following you on that thing?
Yeah, thanks for following me on TikTok. I'll probably be posting a lot more drone footage from the summer.
You have drone footage?
Yeah, man.
Ooh.
Nice.
So that's kind of my neck of the woods during the summer, is getting out and getting some videos and photos and stuff. And yeah, that's where I'm at.
Awesome.
You have a TikTok. It's real.
Yeah.
Dang. Well,
He wouldn't put the
listen,
plug
DJ.
in if he didn't say it, man. Oh man. But anyways, though, thank you guys for watching, though, and look in for the next episode for sure. And basically, I mean, this is what we always say at the end of each episode. Remember, you got nothing to fear, or at least you got nothing to lose when you're at the bottom. You know why? Because there's no fear in F tier. Take care, guys.